Hello students, in this video you will find structure of atom as building blocks of matter and model of atom. Let us see first atom as first atoms as building blocks of matter. First point, matter is anything that occupies space and has mass and can be perceived by our physical senses. Now, in the universe, anything which occupies space, which has mass, that is a matter. Then electron, proton, any extremely small particle also, atoms, molecules, all these elements, compounds, all these are matter. Now let us see about building blocks. First about element. A simplest substance. Element is a matter. The simplest substance which cannot be further broken into, split up into, nor formed from other substance by any physical or chemical means is called an element, and element is a matter. Second point, compound. Two or more elements, two or more dissimilar means different element items combine chemically in fixed proportion to form a new substance which has completely different properties when compared to that of constituent elements is called a compound. Compound is a matter. Now, number third is C, about atoms and molecules. Atom is the smallest particle which is indivisible and present in all elements and compounds. Atoms of same element are identical in all respect in mass and properties, you can say. All respect means in mass and properties, but atoms of one element differ from the atoms of other element in mass and property. Next, two or more atoms of different element combined chemically in fixed proportion by mass to form compound atom, which nowadays called molecules. Atoms take part in a chemical reaction. All these properties of atoms indicate that atom is the building blocks of matter. Now let us see models of atom. Models of atom. First, Maharishi Kanath's model of atom. Canals model of atom. Now, according to Maharishi Kanaz, if a pure substance is broken into smaller particle, then a stage is reached when the particles further cannot be subdivided into other simpler particles. It means a stage is there when particle is very small, when very small particles are obtained which cannot be further broken into other simpler particles. These indestructible, ultimate, smallest particles are called Parmanu by Kanad. This indestructible, ultimate, smallest particle of substance which cannot be further divided into other particle were called Parmanu by this scientist Kanad. Parmanu. What does it mean? In this one, Parmanu, Param means ultimate, and Anu means particle. Anu means particle. Now, second point, according to Maharishi Kanad, Parmanu of substance cannot exist independently. There are different types of Parmanu, different kinds of Parmanu. They are unstable, they cannot exist independently. Two or more Parmanu combined together to form a slight bigger particle. That bigger particle formed by combination of Parmanu is called Anu. That is called Anu. Now, number C. Hence, Parmanu is the ultimate, simplest unit of all matter. Now, let us see second model of atom. Greek philosopher Democritus model of atom. Greek philosopher Democritus model of atom. According to this scientist, according to Greek philosopher Democritus, 400 BC to 500 BC. According to this scientist, Democritus, Parmanu, which are the ultimate simplest particle of matter, which are indestructible, he named these particles an atom. Atom word he derived from a Greek word, atomos. A Greek word, atomos, meaning, Greek term is this, atomos, meaning is atom, ultimate, uncut, Ultimate means uncut. Uncut. This is the philosopher Democritus model of atom. Uncut. Atoms means atomos means uncut. Matter is made up of extremely small indestructible particle, that Parmanu were called atoms according to Greek philosopher Democritus, and atomos in Greek word, its meaning is uncut, means cannot be divided, cannot be broken into other simpler particle. Now let us see next Dalton's model of atom. Dalton's model of atom. John Dalton's model of atom. (1803 to 1808). He started, John Dalton, he began to study seriously about the structural unit of matter, that is atom. In 1803 he started and gave some idea in 1804, in 1805, but exactly he postulated this atomic model in 1808. First point, an atom is the extremely small, indivisible particle of matter. It means atom cannot be broken into other simpler substance according to Dalton also. Then atom is indivisible, extremely small constituent particle of matter. First point, you will write this one. Second point is, first atom is extremely small, indivisible particle of matter. Second point, atom can neither be created nor destroyed. It can neither be created, you cannot make it, nor it is destroyed. Therefore, a chemical reaction is nothing, only there is rearrangement of atoms, so that the number of atoms must be same before a chemical reaction and after the chemical reaction. Number of atoms must remain same, because atom can neither be created nor destroyed. Number 3, all atoms of an element, same element, are identical in all respect. All the properties are same, you can say. Then atoms of the same element are identical in all respect, means identical in properties. They have same mass and same property. Fourth point, atoms of one element differ from the atoms of other element in mass and property. There is difference if they are of different element. Remember this thing. Like atom of gold is different from atom of silver. Atom of copper is different from atom of gold. Atom of iron is different from atom of gold. Like that. Number 5. Atoms of different element combined chemically in fixed proportion. Fixed proportion means definite fixed ratio. Once again, atoms of different element combined chemically in simple whole number ratio and fixed ratio by mass to form a new species called compound atoms. Nowadays, these compound atoms are called molecules by Avogadro. And a scientist Avogadro that compound atoms were formed, and these compound atoms are called molecules. Nowadays, these are called molecules by Avogadro. Once again, this line, fifth one. Atoms of different element combined chemically in simple whole number ratio, like 1:1, 1:2, 2:3, like that, and in fixed ratio to form a new species called compound atom. This new chemical species called compound atom is nowadays called molecule. Who gave this term first? Avogadro. Now, next point, number 6. Atoms are extremely small particles. They take part in a chemical reaction. Only these few points you remember, and that is sufficient for you. Now, next is, let us see plum pudding model of atom by J.J. Thomson. Thomson's model of atom. Thomson's model of atom. You can say plum pudding model. Plum pudding model of atom. Plum pudding model of atom. Now see, in this model, I will tell only 3 points in this which you remember. Sir J.J. Thomson in 1897 to 98, he gave his model, plum pudding model of atom. He studied about anode rays, he studied about cathode rays. He also gave the specific charge, means charge to mass ratio of electron. These many things you will get in the next video. But in this you see what is his model. According to his plum pudding model, an atom can be considered as a sphere of uniform positive charge. An atom can be considered like this. An atom can be considered as uniform positive charge. These are positive charges. Uniform positive charge, and electrons are embedded into it. These negatively charged particles called electrons, these electrons are embedded into it. Now, this is called plum pudding model of atom. This is the uniform positive charge sphere of uniform positive charge, and these are electrons embedded into the sphere of positive charge. Now this model is called plum pudding model of atom. J.J. Thomson's plum pudding model of atom. First point, atom can be considered as a sphere of uniform positive charge and electrons are embedded into it. Next point is point number 2. Point number 2. Total positive charge. Total positive charge are, these are electrons, negatively charged electrons. These are negatively charged electrons, and total positive charge is equal to total negative charge. Hence, atom is electrically neutral. Positive charge is equal to negative charge. Then atom is electrically neutral. Both are equal, then atom is electrically neutral. Number 3. Mass of an atom is uniformly distributed in the sphere. In this sphere of the spherical structure of atom, mass of an atom is uniformly distributed, and this is the plum pudding model of atom. You will remember this. That's all for today. Thank you. Again, next video you will get very interesting thing of this chapter. Thank you.